in Britain today, and generally I believe in the Western world, we are very quick to criticise when a company does something wrong, but won't tend to go back and say when something goes right. This, ladies and gentlemen, is part 2 of KwickFit. So just to remind you, I'm doing 50 mile an hour down the motorway because I've got a tyre that can only go up to 50 mile an hour because they've done a quick repair on it. I go down to the Hornchurch branch of KwickFit. I park my car up, I go through the door. There's 2 customers waiting and there's one guy sitting on his desk. As soon as I walk through the door, the guy has eye contact to me. "Oh, hello sir, how may I help you?" I say that I've got an offside rear tyre that needs to be replaced. It's had a puncture repaired on it, but I need it done today. "Of course sir, not a problem at all, we could get that done for you." I gave him the details of the car and also the lease company that have the vehicle, and then he has to wait approximately around 20 minutes for the authorisation. It's a typical thing for leased cars, company cars. So after the 20 minutes is done, he comes back into the office and he says, "Hello Mr. Pardo," remembers my name. "Hello Mr. Pardo, we've now got authorisation, we're now going to start on your car as soon as that guy's finished on this car." Fantastic, thank you very, very much. So he spends another about 10 minutes on the other customer's car, which is fine. He's not going to wait for me until I get my authorisation. He's going to work on another car. Makes complete sense. The guy goes on to my car and fixes it within about 15-20 minutes. So I'm in that place for probably about 45 minutes, 50 minutes maximum. Not a problem at all. The service was fantastic. Now, before I got my paperwork and everything else, I explained to the manager what happened at this other depot. This other depot that I'm not going to mention, by the way, because I don't believe I should give them any kind of advertising, let alone good or bad. And the reason I won't do that is because it takes away from the great service that KwickFit done and that manager done for me in Hornchurch. Does that make sense? So I explained to him what happened. And then we sort of come to a conclusion that the majority of the people that were inside, actually, now all of them that were inside the first depot of KwickFit were all young. Now, this is a generalisation, and I have had good service from people around that age. I would say generally the people that were sitting or working inside the first KwickFit were probably late teens to early 20s. That's my guess. My guess and the manager's guess is that their work ethic isn't the same as people like myself and my decade, my age group. They sort of expect things to happen now. Well, my arms are starting to hurt now. They expect things to happen now. So they expect the money, they expect the job, they expect the car, but they don't expect to put in the work. They don't expect to work from the bottom and work their way up from the company. They just expect that they should be given all these privileges without any sort of great work ethic to get them to the destination that they want. That was one of the reasons. The second reason the manager discussed with me is that on leased vehicles, the contracts that KwickFit have with these big companies, there's not much money per tyre of someone like me going in it. Let me try and rephrase that. Because I've got a leased vehicle, they don't get that much money for the changeover of the tyre. So if someone like a cash customer comes in, they're able to charge them much, much more. So their profit margin and everything else per lease vehicles is not very big. However, they don't actually look at the bigger picture. If they turned away a load of people from leased cars, then that's a big chunk of money that's not going into the company. If that big chunk of money doesn't go into the company, then they're unable to put money into the company, hire more staff, or even get more depots. And they're unable to promote people because there's nothing to promote them to. All they're thinking about is their own little lives. They don't think about the bigger picture, and they don't want to work their way from the bottom to up. So my summary, my conclusion, and I think the manager in the Hornchurch branch agreed with me, is that if you have a bunch of youngsters, and I do go around 25 to 26, 27 as a youngster, running a depot without someone more senior, does that mean I'm ageist? Someone more senior, giving them a kick up the arse, then they won't really be bothered about serving the customers. And if they think it's not going to be very profitable for the branch to actually do the job, then they're just going to turn it down. The fact is that the manager that was in the Hornchurch depot was around my age. He understood what I was talking about straight away. He understood that the service that you give to customers is very important. Reputation is really important. I've been customer facing for donkey's years. Over 20 years I've been customer facing. And what I do know is, for a fact, is that whether you've got a customer that's going to be spending £10 with you or a customer that's going to be spending millions with you, if you treat them all the same with respect and you do everything you possibly can to try and help them, the chances are they're going to come back and spend more and more and more money.